seated, we're going to start with some visualized alternate nostril breathing, not having to use our fingers, we're far too advanced for that. So just find your seat, any seated position that's comfortable for you. Nice long spine. Close your eyes and just begin to center. So just take a quick scan around your body. Notice how you're feeling, how the neck is, how the shoulders are. How the hips feel. And just make sure that you're totally comfortable, and so you can focus on your breath. And let's begin just by slightly lengthening the inhale, lengthening the exhale. And as soon as I did that, I took a great big chest breath. See if you can take a great big belly breath. So see if you can relax the diaphragm, relax the lower ribs, and take a great big belly breath. And let's just ease off the neck by tucking the chin and gently a couple of semicircles so that we're just not holding anything before you start. And then a few full circles if it feels okay. So inhaling as you're coming back, exhaling as you're coming forward. And reverse the circle. Bring the head up to center. Let's reach the arms out. Release some tension in the shoulders. Just those big circles with the elbows. Really slowly, keeping the breath coming down to the belly. And reverse those circles. And then take the arms by your sides. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears and out through the mouth. So hopefully now we've freed up the breath a little bit. So we might be able to get a flow going up one side and then going down the other. Let's start with our palms facing up, resting on our knees. And we'll start with our nose, just visualizing coming up and down the nose. And then we'll start inhaling through the palms and out the other palms. So bringing your attention to the point between the brows, just close your eyes for a moment and center. Make sure you've got that nice length in the back of the neck. And then on the next inhale, imagine that you're inhaling all the way up the right nostril to the point between the brow. And then exhale all the way down the left. Exhaling completely. And then inhale all the way up the left. And exhale all the way down the right. And just keep going, doing that little triangle. Noticing the pause at the top of the inhalation, the natural pause at the end of the exhalation. Now, the next time you've exhaled out of the right nostril, take your attention to the palms of your hands and visualize inhaling through the right palm all the way up the right arm to the point between the brows. And then exhale all the way down the left arm, out through the left palm. So just taking your attention to where your breath is. Noticing if you can feel some sensations in the palms of your hands. It can be really nice and slow, no rushing. And the next time you've exhaled out of the right palm, just let go of that practice completely. Keep your eyes closed and just come back to your normal breath. And just notice if you feel a little bit more relaxed and spacious already, start doing some easy breathing. And notice the palms of your hands, whether you are aware of the feelings, aware of the tingling. And then let's take the hands and push out with the heels of the hands, push away, push away. Let the shoulders relax down the back still. Feel the inner arms beginning to fire up. And then we're going to inhale, the palms are going to roll up. You're going to lift the chest a little bit towards the sky. And then exhale, you're going to roll from the shoulders, so it's just not the palms, the whole arm comes forward. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, from the shoulders all the way down. Inhale, so just rotating the whole arm in the socket. Exhale, adding a little bit of thoracic as well. Last one, inhale, lift up. And then take the arms above the head, clasp the hands and the heels of the hands towards the sky, sink down through the sitting bones. Deep breath here. And then release over to a side extension. We're going to do that pulsing, coming to center. Exhale. Inhale, drag to center. Exhale. Inhale, drag to center. Exhale, holding here, breathing here. Really rotating to the side. Make sure you don't dip that top shoulder. Sending your breath into the side ribs, deep breath. And then inhale, lift the fingertips. And exhale over the other way. Inhale, come to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, holding here, breathing here. Really sink down through the opposite sitting bone. Breathing into the side ribs. And lifting up. We're going to get up on our feet and start our joint warm up, our hips on the back mat. The only thing that you're going to need, well, you'll need a strap later, but is something, if you've got a block like this, or a brick or a book, because we're going to do some Trikonasana and reverse Trikonasana later. So if you can bring that, that would be good. So let's start with just our hip circle. So feet wider than hip distance, toes slightly turned out. Let's stir the pot, ease it out. And the other way. I realized on Friday's class, I missed out one side of the warrior one and the warrior three. So we're going to revisit that today. Just in case you're not balanced, so I need to balance you. All weekend you've been walking slightly lopsided. I'll take responsibility. And then come back to center, soften the knees. Again, toes slightly turned out. We're just going to do that little rotation, easy spiraling. So you can lift one heel and the other if you feel that feels good on your knees. But just bend the knees slightly. Just think about the spine, what the spine's doing. Just a nice, gentle spiral. Let's inhale one way, exhale the other. The arms are soft. The gaze is soft. You can even close your eyes. And then drawing back to center. We're going to do that nice sway where we think we've got a big beach ball and we're in the 1950s ad and we're just lifting the beach ball and lifting the beach ball. So bending through center and getting a bit of a swing, and swing, swing, swing. Again, you can inhale one way, exhale the other. Inhale one way, exhale the other. And slowly bringing to center. Standing tall, rise up. Clasp the hands, sink down through the feet. Come over. Do side stretch. Inhale up, over the other way. Inhale up, take the feet a little bit wider. Slide that right hand down the right leg as you reach over. So just developing that side stretch a little bit more. Imagine you've got that magic glove on, pulling you up, pulling you up, pulling you up. And slide down the other side. And then stepping the right foot forward, the left foot back, spinning the ankle, waking up the feet, drawing circles to the ankle one way and the other. And then let's see how our balance is. Drop down through that right foot, lift the left leg. Flex, point, circle, circle, stretch the toes, and point them away. Stretch the toes and point them away. Can we keep the balance? Cross the ankle, sit down, open up the hip, keep the chest lifted. Float the knee back a little bit. Hands to prayer, focus. Deep breath. And shoot the hands up, stand tall. And take it on the other side. So left foot forward, right foot back, spin the ankle. Ease it out. And the other way. And then sinking through that left foot, let's sweep that leg up. Stand tall, flex, point, flex, point, circle, circle. Stretch the toes and point them away. Open the toes and point them away. Cross the ankle over, hands to prayer. Woo! I'm off. Bottom back, sitting bones back, hands to prayer, lifting the sternum. Breathing here. And then when you're ready, shooting the fingertips up, standing tall. And we're going to go to the short end of the mat. Finding Tadasana, having your block handy. We're going to do 2 sun salutations to begin with, just to warm up. So I might take them quite slow. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, soften the knees, fold down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, right leg back, long lunge. Reach out, breathing here. And take a deep inhale, downward dog, nice and soft, bending the knees, opening the shoulders. Let's walk it out, up onto the balls of the feet, ease it out, stretch out those hamstrings. Check you've got a little lift in the pelvic floor. You've let the weight of the head go. Obviously, Carolyn, I hope you're sitting on your chair at this point, just doing nice deep breathing. And then come up onto the balls of both feet, exhale the heels towards the ground. Chin to chest, navel, spine, rolling forward, high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Scoop forward, baby cobra. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, extend the legs back. Let's just have the hands hovering, 3 breaths. And then ground the hands, tuck the toes, push up, forward and back, and then up into your downward dog. Let the heels drop. Let's take 3 deep breaths in downward dog, really lengthening the spine. Feel the sitting bones lift towards the sky. Inhale the right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, or lower that left knee, walk it through, find your long lunge. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, push off, release the head. Let's take a little ragdoll while we're down here. Just allow the spine to have a nice inversion. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. And then coming to center, let's take the hands into the creases of the hips, push down through the feet, gently uncurl, rooting to rise, coming to stand. Close your eyes, spend a moment feeling your body, noticing how your energy is. Let's inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, gently fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left leg back this time. Long lunge. 3 deep breaths here. Pushing out through the back heel, feeling that openness in the front of the left hip. Ground the hands, step back, downward dog, let the heels sink. Chin to chest, rolling forward, high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Scoot forward, extend the right leg back, extend the left leg back, hover the hands, 3 breaths. Reaching out through the crown of the head, so imagine that crown of the head being pulled away, tailbone being pulled away. And then ground the hands, tuck the toes, push up. Let's do a forward and back. And then let the weight drop, float up. Downward dog, let the heels sink. Inhale, float the left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through or lower the knee, take your hand, walk it through. Power up the back leg. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, push off, release the head. Take the hands behind you this time as you drop into the V, coming all the way up. Hands to prayer. Close your eyes, take a breath. Carolyn, you can join us. If you're sitting down, come back to Tadasana. So we're going to step the right leg back. I'm going to try and mirror you now. But the hips are still square to the front and you're on the ball of the back toe. A little way back, not your widest stance, but so you've got a little bit of space to go before the knee overtakes the ankle when you bend. You're going to have your block on the inside of that leg. So let's keep your left hand on your hip, the right arm, inhale. As you bend the knee, exhale as we come up. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, come up. Inhale, lift here. Breathing here. So really push out through the back heel, lift through the top fingertips so you feel that length all the way up the right side. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, straighten, lower the arm. Now you're going to step that back leg a little bit in and put the heel down and the toes slightly turning in. We're going to do a slightly different version of a normal Trikonasana. Normally in Trikonasana, you'd have classic is heel to heel, but some schools practice on this kind of train track, particularly Scaravelli, who was all about the spine. She was all about what the spine does and not so much about alignment. So thinking about the spine, we're going to think about growing into a Trikonasana. So your left arm is going to come down towards that block, and the block is kind of in line with your right leg, so a little bit of distance away. And you're going to think about the spine moving. As it moves forward, it turns, turns, turns. So you're turning. Normally, I'd say put your hand on your leg, but I'm going to say put your hand on your block, and your block is in line with the back foot, and you're turning, turning, turning. So it's just a slightly different feel, this Trikonasana. You've got a bit more space for your hips, but your spine's doing the same thing. Spine is spiraling. Think about releasing both sitting bones back. Breathing here. Tailbone going one way, crown of the head the other. And then have that magic glove on the top hand. Inhale, lift you up. Inhale, lift you up. Feels very different, huh? In this alignment, where you've got space for your hips, rather than in the classic. We'll do it again. This time, we're just gonna let the front knee soften, so you haven't got that strain on the knee, and just think about the spine. So just think, rotate, 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 rotate. Again, some schools, again, Scaravelli, mainly, teach with the front knee. It doesn't have to be straight at all. You're thinking about what the spine's doing. Let's take the hand onto the back waist and draw that top shoulder back, gazing over the back shoulder. So you're getting a lovely rotation. In a way, you can get more rotation of the spine because you're not locking out below. And you can really ground down through your feet. You can let the weight of everything below the waist ground. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. Let's lift the arm and put on the magic glove, push down through the feet, lift ourselves up, lift ourselves up, lift ourselves up. I'm going to step that back foot forward and just come into a forward release just to balance our spine a little bit. So you're going to bend the knees, fold down, hang. And then let's take the hands behind us as we push into our feet, come all the way up. And bring the hands to prayer. We're going to step the left leg back now. I'm going to change sides so I can see you. And again, we'll start with the coming onto the toe. So both hips are square to the front. You've got room between your feet. Your heels lifted. You're going to take the right hand on the hip. You're going to inhale, bend the knee, lift up. Exhale. So balancing warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, breathing here. Think about really pushing out through the back heel, lifting up through the top hand. Open this all up the left side now. And nice deep inhale. And then exhale, lift up. And then lowering the heel, toes turning slightly in, but keeping the hips square. So keeping that train track. It's not heel to heel alignment. Moving your block so it's in line with the back foot or your book. Inhale, rise up again. Think about what the spine is doing. So we'll start, just think about, maybe place your hand here and gradually work yourself. Feel your body, turn it around. Place that right hand on the block. Draw the shoulder blade back. Start lengthening out through the crown of the head, reaching up through the top arm. So it's more about sensation than actually creating a particular shape. Let go of the weight through your feet, so make sure you're not gripping your toes. You can just drop into the ground. And then that magic glove pulling you up, pulling you up, pulling you up. And let's practice it one more time with a slightly bent front knee so that we can really just feel what the spine is doing. And again, let's just maybe place that back hand on the waist and draw the shoulder blade back, and let's feel we're growing into it, growing into it, growing into it. So it's a completely different sensation than our normal triangle. Kind of halfway between triangle and side angle, I just said. But just visualize what your spine is doing. That lovely spiraling. This is good for you, Carolyn. This makes you not having to use your arms, use your shoulders. Deep breath all the way down still. And then let's use the hand to lift us up, push down through the feet, lift up through the hand. Coming all the way, step the back leg forward. Soften the knees. Come into a ragdoll forward bend. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. Maybe take the feet a little bit wider and give yourself a one bend, one knee, bend the other. My feet are on the outside edges of my mat now, just easing out. And then bring the feet under the hips, push down, take the hands behind you, come all the way up. And bring the hands to prayer. We're going to lengthen again. We're going to take the hands all the way up, clasp our hands, and the heels of the hands towards the sky. Inhale up onto the balls of the feet. Lengthen the tailbone down as you reach up. Finding some balance and length along the side body now. because we're going to do reverse Trikonasana. And come back onto this side. So I'm mirroring right leg back. Again, train tracks. So feet, not heel to heel alignment. You've made room for your hips. You're going to place the block again in line with the back foot on the inside. So let's start by inhale, rising up, hands on your hips, lengthen the spine out of the pelvis, and then fold flat back. So sitting bones going back, navel drawing into spine, pelvic floors lifted, crown of the head going forward. You're going to place the right hand on the block. You're going to swim the left hand onto the sacrum. Draw that top elbow back. Draw that top shoulder blade back. And then if the shoulder feels okay, you can lift up. Come down. Again, think what the spine is doing. And if you need to bend the front knee, bend the front knee. Might give you a little bit more of allowance for a little bit more of a rotation. We're going to come back the way we came. So we're going to soften that front knee, rotate towards the front leg, take the hands into the hips and power up the spine, lifting up, lifting up, lifting up, lifting up. We're going to step the back foot forward and swap legs. I can see, oh no, I'm going to be turning towards you this way, so that's great. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, sitting bones back, flat back, navel in, pelvic floor lifted, strong core. And then taking that left hand onto the block, swim the right hand onto the sacrum, draw the shoulder blade back. Think about turning the rib cage around the spine. And then maybe lift it up. Maybe soften that front knee, see if you can get a little bit more of a turn then. Don't have to lift the arms, so just more feeling how your spine is rotating. Deep breath. And then soften the front knee. Turn to face the front leg. Power up the spine again. Take the hands into the hips. Push down. Come all the way up. Step the back forward. Foot forward to meet the right. Drop down through the right side, through the left side. Let's inhale the arms all the way up. Clasp our hands and the heels of our hands towards the sky. Inhale up onto the balls of the feet. Breathing here. And then we're going to lower the heels. Keep the arms by the ears if we can. Carolyn, yours can be by your side. You're just sinking your bottom back, coming into your chair. Breathing here. Let's bring the feet right together, the knees right together, the thighs glued together. We're going to take the right hand into the hip, reach that left arm forward, hook the elbow over, turn. Make sure your knees haven't separated. Maybe you could lower the base of the bottom arm, step through the top arm. Maybe place the other hand all the way around and grab the inner thigh, bind that arm. Or maybe just stay here. And then push down through the feet as you lift the arms up. Lift the arms up, stand tall. Clasp the hands, inhale up onto the balls of the feet. Come into your ankle balance. And then sink down through the heels, come back into your chair to the other side. So left hand into the hip, right arm forward, hook it over. Draw that left shoulder blade back. Think tailbone back, crown of the head forward, deep breath here. And then extend one arm down, one arm up. Maybe take the other hand all the way around. And then release, push down through the feet, sweep the hands all the way up. And then taking your feet a little bit wider, so they're on the outside edges of the mat if you're widthways. We're going to sink down into our squat. All the way down, elbows into the knees, lengthen the tailbone, lift the chest. And then we're going to push down through the feet and draw that big moon, lift up. And you'll see me exhale, sink down. Inhale, push down, lift up. Exhale, sink down. Stay here. And last time, push down. You're coming all the way up again. Reach it up. Bring the feet together. We're going to come into our balancing. And guess what we're going to do? A twisted balance. Just need a sip of my tea. You're going to use your strap. Just do a quick demo so you know where we're going. We're going to be lifting the knee up, holding, turning towards the leg, coming in, and then the other side, and then we'll turn away from the leg. So let's place the strap under the left foot. Stand tall. Find your balance. Come to your breath. Helen, what's she doing? She's fighting with her dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale all the way down through the right leg. The left leg can come up. Let's hug the knee into the chest. Let the tailbone lengthen. Lift the sternum. And then taking the strap into the right hand, slide the left arm down the side. Turn towards the side. So the hips are facing forward. You're turning from the waist to the crown, maybe gazing at the back thumb. Feel you're lifting out of the crown of the head, sinking down through that reaching foot, reaching forward, reaching back. So you're making a cross. One last deep inhale, and then exhale, coming all the way back in. Release the strap, place the foot down. Try on the other side. Standing tall. Take a deep inhale. Let's exhale all the way down through the left foot. The right foot becomes nice and light. Hug it in. Breathing here. And then extend out. Slide that right hand down the thigh. Holding onto the strap. Turning, 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 turning. Deep breath, still going down to the belly. And then coming all the way back in. Take it down. Now we're going to turn away from the leg, which seems to, I always find it more difficult, but I shouldn't have said that because not everybody's going to find it more difficult. It's probably easier, probably much easier. So stop the strap, stand tall. Take a deep inhale. Let's exhale down the right leg. Left leg becomes nice and light. So you're holding the strap with the left hand, and then you're turning towards the right. Turning towards the right. Pushing out through that left heel. And coming back with control if you can. How do we do? We're all standing. I think we'll be in Cirque du Soleil very shortly. And flip it over. Stand tall. Take a deep inhale. Let's exhale all the way down through that left leg. Right leg becomes nice and light. Hold the strap. Turn away from it. Slowly, slowly, slowly. See if you can find that full rotation. And you see your back thumb in your gaze, at the edge of your gaze. Going back the way we came. Championes, well done. Throw the strap away. Come and lie down on our backs. We're going to do a little bit of abdominal work today. We'll start just by easing out that lower back, so bringing the knees in, giving ourselves a little nice rotate one way, rotate the other. And then extending the legs in the air, extending the arms in the air. Dead fly. We're going to take it, we're going to slightly reverse the breathing. I've been working which way I like it best. I like moving on the exhale. So we're going to take a deep inhale. We're going to exhale, opposite arm and leg. Reach away. Exhale to the ground. And then inhale, draw to center. Exhale the other way. Nice and slow. If you can do your Ujjayi breath here, it'll help. One more each side. And then gently release. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, bring the nose to the knee. Hug it in. Inhale the head down, take the legs to tabletop now. So right angle, draw the navel in. So just take them away until you feel that lower back begin to think it needs to lift off. So try and keep that lower back glued on the floor. Famous Helen Wells, crossing the hands over, pushing the knees into the hands and the hands into the knees. Now we've been doing it, inhaling, reaching away and exhaling, coming back, but we're going to take a deep inhale, prepare, and we're going to exhale. We're going to inhale, come back. Oof. Exhale. Inhale, come back. Obviously, if you prefer it the other way, do it the other way. So pushing the hand into the knee into the hand. Try and do it as slowly as we were doing it before. One more each side. And gently release. We're going to extend the legs down the mat now. Reach the arms above the head. Really take that nice length and stretch out through the heels. Stretch out through the toes. Stretch out the right leg and the left leg. So sorry, the right arm and the leg, the left arm and the right leg opposite. And then release. Bending the knees, bringing the feet flat on the floor. You're going to take your hands by your ears and imagine you've got big grapefruits in your hands. You're not going to be lifting up, thinking about the head. You're going to be thinking about the tip of your shoulder blade. We're coming into our obliques. So feet grounded. You're just going to take a deep inhale, prepare. Exhale. Opposite. Inhale, come down. So just reaching that shoulder blade opposite towards the opposite knee. Inhale, come down. So coming up on the exhale. I'm rubbish at this. Inhale, coming down. So don't look at what I'm doing, just listen. Inhale, come down. So trying to keep the collarbones nice and broad. Thinking about using all your oblique muscles. Moving from the tip of that shoulder all the way to the waist. One more each side. And then release, take the arms out to a T. Move the feet a little bit further away down the mat and then just let the knees drop over to the right and stay there. Maybe think about moving that left knee a little further away from you, extending that thigh away so you feel that you're stretching all up the side now. Turn your head and look in the opposite direction if you want. And then inhale to center, exhale over to the other side and staying down here now, allowing your body to become heavy, maybe moving that right thigh away from you a little bit. Inhaling to center, we're going to cross the left foot over the right knee, come into eye of the needle, so tailbone down, chin tucked, soften the jaw, forehead, coming back to your breath. And then allowing the legs to cross completely. Hold it, sliding your hands down towards the feet or around the ankles, drawing the feet towards you and flatten the lower back on the mat. Breathe into the lower back. So imagine as you inhale, it's filling. As you exhale, it's spreading and softening. And then gently uncrossing your legs, sliding your hands up the outside, holding either the ankle or the sole of the feet, a little happy baby. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. And then releasing the feet. This time you're crossing the right leg over the left, moving the knee away, coming into eye of the needle on this side. And then allow the thighs to cross, again, sliding your hands towards your feet, or your ankles, and drawing the legs towards you, tailbone down, breathing into the back body. And gently uncrossing. Again, coming into your happy baby, or if you know you can hook your fingers around the balls of the big toes and straighten your legs. Wide legged, it's like a wide legged forward bend, but you're lying on your back. Supta Paschimottanasana. Breathing here, tailbone down. The legs could be bent. And then taking the feet down to the outside edges of the mat, preparing for your Shavasana. So if you need to do anything to make yourself more comfortable, do it now. Find a blanket, put a cushion under your knees. And then lying down, feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Arms by your sides, palms facing up. And resolving to give your body total stillness. Noticing all the points where your body's touching the ground. Feel that you're letting go with each exhale, dropping through those points. Becoming softer, becoming heavier. And taking your attention to the palms of your hands. Noticing the sensation of warmth. Let's visualize that you inhale through the right palm, up the right arm to the point between the brows. And then exhale all the way down the left arm, out of the left palm. And then inhale through the left palm, all the way up the left arm to the point between the brows. And then exhale all the way down, out through the right arm, through the right palm. And just keep that little flow in your own speed, with your own breath. Inhaling fresh, clean energy. And exhaling anything you don't need. Nice cleansing, balancing breath. And the next time you've exhaled out of the right palm, just let go of the practice. Come back to your normal balanced breath. And just rest your mind on your breath and relax completely. And then slowly bring your awareness to your whole body. Maybe taking a slightly deeper inhale, a fuller exhale. Wiggling your fingers and toes. When you're ready, taking your arms above your head. Give yourself a nice stretch. And roll onto your side for a few breaths before coming to sit. And then just keeping your eyes closed for a few more moments. Check into your body, your mind, your energy. And bring your hands to heart center. Namaste. Happy Monday.